Hello, welcome to the Test My Pipette calculator. Confidence in your research begins with confidence in your pipette. This simple tool will make it easy. Calibrate-It uses the gravimetric method, which requires that you weigh water with a balance. The system will convert the weights to volume, and then statistically analyze and compare to manufacturer specs. Now you can be confident with the accuracy and precision of your pipette. The process will also help you improve your pipetting skills. Let's start with a general overview of the page. This area is where you select your pipette. A photo will appear and the pipette's specifications will autofill here. If your pipette is not in the system, you can easily request that it's added. On the far left, you will notice detailed written instructions, a link to the pipette manual, and the manufacturer's website. Okay, let's start. To begin, you need to weigh 4 measurements at the low and 4 at the high. Remember that 1 milligram is roughly equal to 1 microliter. Here's what you'll need: laboratory grade water at room temperature, a Celsius thermometer, an electronic lab balance, and 2 containers to hold water, one as a reservoir to pipette from, and the other as a weighing vessel to pipette into. If you're at a location different than your account address, temporarily change it using the Change Location tab on the right. When you change the location, the altitude will automatically update. Start by entering the brand, model, and model number here to load the manufacturer specs for your pipette. I'm choosing a Gilson Classic 200 microliter pipette. If you're testing a fixed volume pipette, or the manufacturer only gave a spec at 1 volume, use maximum volume for testing. You can see your pipette specs are here. Now, fill the reservoir beaker with water and then add enough water to cover the bottom of your weighing vessel. Measure your reservoir water temperature and make a selection in the temperature drop-down. The temperature along with your altitude determine the density of water. Both are needed to convert the weight of water to volume using a Z-factor. Enter evaporation here. If your pipette is larger than 20 microliters, skip this step. If smaller, it's a good idea to take evaporation into account. As a reminder, you can find written calibration instructions here with detailed information on calculating the evaporation rate. Alright, you're ready to start the test. Set your pipette to the minimum test volume, put on a tip, and pre-rinse tip 3 times with water. Tare the balance, then pipette minimum volume from the reservoir to the weighing vessel. Record the stable weight in milligrams here. For example, let's enter 19.82. When your pipette is within the manufacturer's specs, it will indicate pass. The weight that you entered is converted to volume here. To show how you can see in real time the statistics for your measurements, let's enter 19.53 milligrams for the second low measurement. This is outside of the specifications, and you can now see how it turns to fail. Continue with 2 more low measurements, making sure to tare the balance in between each measurement. These next 2 measurements return the performance to pass. Next, set the pipette to the maximum test volume. Again, pre-rinse tip 3 times, tare the balance, and record high measurements here. Finally, compare the actual performance of your pipette to the manufacturer specifications. The average of all the measurements must fall within the accuracy range and be equal to or less than the % error from the test volume. The standard deviation of all measurements must be less than or equal to the precision represented in microliters or as a percentage of test volume. In order to pass, your measurements must be within the manufacturer's accuracy range and precision specifications. Okay, now you're ready to test your own pipette. And if you want to simplify your purchasing process, check out our Request a Quote page as well.